Yeah, we're going right now.
Okay. So did we find out why? What is the main? I'm trying to know. The main issue, the primary issue. My bad.
Primary issue.
Uh, I have some idea like lack of maybe extrinsic rewards. Like they don't take pride in their job, or maybe they are just in for the money, or like intrinsic rewards, right? Maybe that could be the reason.
Yeah.
And
I think Josiah said he had some idea earlier. Do you want to share right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the main problem, but they're talking about it has to do with the rewards too. How they're making the Brenda's team work harder with no like pay to match that up. It says specifically like they could be working harder and getting more sales, but they only get $500, which is a slap in the face. And in the textbook, it says using equity theory to motivate employees, and it says that the employees who feel they are being under rewarded relative to their inputs will respond to the perceived iniquity in one of the more following negative ways, and it lists 5 ways: uh, leave the situation, change comparison group, distort the iniquity, try to change the outcomes, rewards they receive, reduce their inputs. We don't know exactly what they're doing, but we do know that they're not satisfied with the rewards they're getting.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, that much. Yeah.
That's valid. That's
Yeah.
hella valid, actually.
Um, so should we just go over this case, we have to summarize the case first, or just list all the
We could summarize the case first.
yeah.
We can go slide by slide for sure.
Bless you.
It was a cough, but thank you. I need all the blessings I can get. Routine.
Hey man, I got you, brother. I'm just looking out.
That was valid though, just sorry.
Yeah. So we need to
That's all right.
present her too. So you want to just go, or if no one go, I can go. Just present.
Talking about right now or like when we
No, no,
present?
for Wednesday, yeah.
Wait, we're not presenting this Wednesday.
No, no,
No,
we
next
present
Wednesday.
next week. Yeah,
Oh, do we want to like split up the workload or what?
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
when everybody talks.
mhm,
I think it's only two people that go up there.
Yeah, only
Oh,
two people
actually?
goes on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad. I ain't know that. I mean, I'm down. I'll do it.
two, and then that's fine. The paper thing we can talk later. Just right now, just like try to summarize the case and then primary issue, and then
I'll
just
I'll
analyze it a
I'll,
bit.
I'll present with Darrell if you guys want.
Okay, that for sure, yeah. I can do the
Okay.
paper, and yeah.
Um, but as far as summarizing goes, what basically the company, forgive me, I forget the name of the company, but they need to find new creative ways to sell their
Baby food, yeah.
gourmet baby food because the market is well, there's like new complications in the market, such as like um, new
For
competition.
for
Working,
preservatives and whether or not parents trust manufactured baby food.
yeah, and then just like external forces like birth rates and stuff that they can't control at all. Um, and once like that's like the beginning summary, and then like their workers are feeling like their setup is what is the does anybody know the exact like term for like their setup, like their organization? what is their structure? My bad. Their
The
structure.
organizational structure.
Yeah,
We'd have to go back a couple chapters. I can't remember which
because
one it's called right now.
it started with the VP. The VP, um, he reports directly to like the head guy.
CEO.
Yeah, and then like under the VP, you have the is it the regional managers, and then under them
The
there are
sales.
yeah. Oh, wait. What's under the VP? Is it the salespeople or the regional people?
The regional manager.
Okay, regional managers, and then there's the sales teams.
So VP, direct sell, and then region sell manager is under direct sell.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3, 4, yeah, like layer. So which one is the
Um, before next Wednesday, we definitely got to go in there and see exactly which structure that is. I'm sure, like Loki, we can probably just ask her and she'll tell us, or I don't know. But
Oh, we didn't have. Do we have to mention like specific structure or just like
I don't
say?
think we I don't think we
Yeah,
have to talk about the structure.
yeah,
I think just like, and again, we might see this on the presentation tomorrow, but I think we just need to like pinpoint the primary issue, break down the case study, and
mhm,
then relate it to the course material. And it's kind of like what Tarun and Josiah have already said
yeah,
as far as equity theory. I think there's also a little bit of like motivational goal setting theory too. Like they talked about that. I
yeah.
think there's a little bit of that as well. So like I think that's just how we have to break it down. And from these past presentations, it doesn't seem very long and it doesn't seem
Mhm.
very like nitpicky. So I think we just have to be like just kind of like detailed on what we got to do and
Yeah.
relate to the course material. And I think she really likes when you relate to the course material. So I think that's what we should do.
facts, and we got to beat psyching them because they got the same cases as us.
Yeah.
I think the goal setting theory is pretty one where the company actually used to like, because they have the set goal to like, you have to sell by this amount and stuff. So probably that one's the main, you know, theory one to like, because of that, that's why it caused all the chaos. Because of
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think like also like they don't have an idea of innovation and creativity.
Mhm.
So maybe like having a direct goal too. That's why I've said like goal setting theory. Like I don't really think they have an idea of what they are trying to accomplish right now because um everybody is like freaked out by how the market's changing and that they don't know how to change their product without
Al- Also,
changing their
maybe
business.
Integrity.
Yeah, exactly.
maybe they don't see how their work benefits customers of the company. Maybe like the baby products, like they didn't know like they have additives or something like that. They didn't have that meaningful work. Low task significance, maybe. Just comparing the all the technical terms in the chapter.
Hold on. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Like they have low task significance. Maybe they don't see how their work benefits the customers. Uh,
So basically, like they're saying, like at this point, like the customers might as well just like go get other baby food.
yeah, because they were like the other
Well, yeah, I think it was like they
were
should make
selling
their own.
organic stuff, and they weren't innovating something new. Like
Yeah, it makes sense for sure. We could definitely put that right in there. Because if the employees don't know like why that they're even like working, then like it definitely won't
what
work.
is their unique selling product? Maybe unique selling idea. because most of the other competitors have like unique selling point of like being organic or maybe different flavors, maybe. I don't know.
Mm, I think was the theory that Josiah said that the equity one, that one would
Equity
be,
theory.
yeah, that one would be good. And then that's what I think. That one should be like, because the company is I mean the employee, their salary mainly just from commission, so it's like commission driven. So
Mhm.
that's why it's all cause all like competition within the internal competition and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think like the
Yeah.
main issue is like their sales. So like
Mm.
that was one of the issues.
Yeah.
But
That's definitely their
also,
skill like that.
but yeah, I guess from the business perspective, like that they were problems they were facing is how they can increase their sales as a business. But I guess like from what they were also describing, it was how do they change their product or how do they compensate to what people want without changing their business, I guess. Remember they were saying like people are more reliant on their own baby food making rather than trusting manufactured. So it's like I don't know if that's anything we have to worry about, but they're saying that their sales are down. It's like, yeah, your sales are down because people aren't buying your product. That's so is it really like they don't have good sales because they don't know what they're doing, or is they don't have good sales because the product is bad and they or are
Or
people
they
not
don't
interested? That's
or
why I mentioned the goal setting theory is like they just need to have a different approach and they need to come at this differently rather than just like, oh, we need to have a better motivation, you know?
okay. So we're like it's either they need to set like better goals for their company or it's because their sales teams don't feel like their work is
Yeah.
enough. Like they don't feel like the payment that they get for
It could also be both too. Like there could be multiple theories. Like the
yeah,
last group also did multiple theories as well for what was wrong with their case study. So like it doesn't have to be just one. There could be an extrinsic and an intrinsic, you know, outside
Yeah.
looking in and inside looking out. Like what are the problems, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah,
we could do that too.
that's valid.
So far I have lack of incentive reward, equity theory, and then goal setting theory, and then the commission driven where it's caused all the internal issue. That's all
Mhm.
the four that I noted down. The other one, I
Yeah.
think it's like hygiene factor. So can be a theory for like that one too, but it's kind of like more toward the paper
I
than
think,
presentation. So
yeah.
yeah,
I don't really think that's really
yeah.
correlating on this one. I think,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I think those 4 points were pretty valid in terms of like this case study.
Yeah,
We could honestly do both and they both tie in really well. Like both of the theories will tie in and make
Mhm.
sense if we just
Yeah,
break it down. So they will
yeah.
make sense.
Oh, it's depending on how you explain it, like provide example, like
Yeah, and
evidence. So
she won't have any issue with that. She would
mm,
just say like, yeah, that makes sense. Like it's tying that's what she was looking for, you know, if
yeah.
we explain it well. So
exactly.
So for the case summary, do you want to just put bullet point or you want to put actually like sentences to summarize all of it?
Mhm.
Because you guys the one you guys presented, so it's just what make you what what which one easier for you to like present or.
Do you think like if we put it in bullet points that we could like kind of explain it like naturally what we know, or do you want to put it like
well, how well versed do you feel like you're gonna be able to remember from like
I mean
when we're presenting? How well are you gonna know the case study to be like, oh yeah, goal setting theory, like this applies to the case study for this reason? Are we gonna be able to revert back to the case study that well to know, like when we see it, this is why it applies? Or do you think like we're gonna need more details, like seeing what's on the screen?
Mm,
Up to you, Darrell. We'll give it whatever you want
I
to
mean,
do.
do you think you'll be able to like remember it and stuff?
I probably would have to look at the case study a few more times, but I think honestly it's better to be safe than sorry. If we put this stuff on
Yeah,
there
just write it
and we
down. That's
be
fine.
and we become overs, we can always take it off. But I bet
Yeah.
it's probably easier just to have it on there and just to show our work there than
I would say just paraphrase it rather just like word by word with the book,
paraphrasing is
Yeah,
fine. Yeah,
yeah,
All right,
paraphrasing is
yeah, I
fine.
agree.
yeah. So just paraphrase the way you make you easier to present. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to like write paragraph in there. So that's why. So you guys do or take over the presentation then, or you want to work together
Yeah.
right now?
Say that one more time.
Oh, you want to work you two? You want like work on the presentation later on, or do you want work on
We can work
right
on it
now?
later on.
Okay.
We can get it done later.
So us four, we're gonna do the paper then.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So paper, let me just, paper is like 2,000 word max, so 400, 500 per person. It's like a paragraph each.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
not bad at all. So as of right now, we already have like four different theory that can apply for that one. So just pick one and do it. Or
Again, I think you guys could do two. I think
two.
two would probably
Okay.
you would get more out of it by just doing two and just explaining it. It would make more sense. I think four, then you're gonna go past the 2,000 word.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So which two do you think? So ghost hunting theory and equity theory?
Equity
Yeah.
theory might be
Okay. So design want to do like first half of the equity theory since you already have that note down, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, you
okay.
talking about the for the essay?
Yeah, yeah, for the paper, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do the second half of it then.
Okay. Yeah, so I can take over the goal setting theory with Tarun then.
Yeah, okay.
sounds good.
Perfect.
So, so goal theory and then equity theory. Okay.
Mhm.
Theories, concept, limits. 2000 awareness, include definition. So so we have to lay out the primary issue. So which which one again? Can you remind me just in case?
So the primary issue, um, I think this is kind of where we were butting heads yesterday or
Yeah, last meeting.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I think that we were saying that from the business perspective, they had a lack of creativity and innovation just for their company because people are no longer buying their product. They used to be popular and the biggest on the market, but now they're dropping because people are being more well versed in preservatives and what is being put into manufactured goods. So they don't trust baby food making material anymore. But then from the like intrinsic, like within their company, I think they have a lack of motivation and the equity theory that we're talking about, where people just aren't getting paid to what they think they're being owed, and that's where that complication comes in. I also think like there's a sense of like Jay, who's in Florida, not conversing with Brenda as to why their business is why his team is doing good versus New York and Atlanta. And like I don't think he broke it down well enough for her to like give her an idea like, hey, at the end of the day, we're all on the same team, you know?
I feel like I think that's what she wanna like that's what she wants us to like what's the internal problems on why like it's
They're not
going bad.
communicating, not
Yeah, I think
communicating,
yeah.
lack of communication.
so
Again.
yeah,
I,
like
s- I say yeah, a communication gap between like the field and headquarters.
Mm-hmm. between
and then like
regions.
a misaligned like reward system that discourages like the performance and innovation of like all like the regions and stuff like that. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's kind of like I want to say too, lack of communication between the cell region manager and then the headquarter. That's why it's caused all the lack of innovation. And then for the lack of motivation is due to just commission driven, where because they don't really care much about the organization structure or organization goal. So they only
No.
work for their commission. So that's why
Yeah.
it does cause all the internal communication, lack of internal communication and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a concept that I was relating when I was like reading it. It was called pro-social motivation, which is desire to benefit others. There was maybe I think like there was lack of pro-social motivation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Social. Yeah. So the two issue just lack of innovation due to lack of incentive and lack of communication. How do you want to like word it or
what happened?
like for the primary issue, how do you want to state it? Just like business perspective, from the business perspective, it's caused the lack of innovation due to lack of communication between,
Between
within
between the
or like
field and
within the
headquarters.
yeah. Water. Okay, I think we're good then. Yeah, because I just want to make sure like we say the same thing from the presentation and the paper. So, or if you want, just like when you finish it with the presentation, I can just look at it and then just take from the primary issue from there and then put it in the paper. Dude. So we are good, right? So Nate and
Yeah.
Daryl, you guys gonna do the presentation. Us
Yeah,
four
we'll do the
gonna
presentation.
Yeah, us four
Yep.
gonna do the paper, and
Yep.
then me too, we're gonna do the goal setting theory, and then Kalani and then Josiah gonna do the
equity justice.
equity theory. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right. Yep.
All
We can,
right.
we can stop recording, right?
Okay, I'm gonna stop now.